Hmm. And you say I see that and I take it in.
Yes, you do.
Well then, let's just run over and try to actually run over Wanda.
Okay. So go ahead
Because
and
I
roll
think
running first.
nice. um, that was incredible.
Oh, goodness. You go right past Danielle, who's running over to her father, but you are much faster and you get right past her. And so you're with an incredible, we are going to treat that as an improvement to your attack as well. So that's going
That
to be
would be
extra die.
unarmed, and
Yes, it
that I
would.
forgot.
That's okay.
So that's 2 extra dice, and then it's a. Did we say agility?
Well, no, in this
No,
case, for unarmed,
we did say for accuracy.
hold on. It says right here in front of me where I can actually read the rules at last because I am finally able to be literate. The We will take your dexterity and then we will uh, that's the accuracy, and then we add the boxes.
So that's 6 plus 1 box makes 7. That's great.
And she gets no successes at all. So you have ended up doing uh, some rather excellent damage to her. The multiplier is ×1. So you have done her a light wound and have knocked her away from Brackenberry, which is most important. So that is your situation. Okay, so you are out there scuffling with her and have thrown her away from Brackenberry, who is looking very confused. He sees you, and he says, "Claire," and looks up and Danielle, what's going on? The security guys are now trying to deal with the activists who they are a little bit confused. They want to defend the security guy who has been tackled, but they also need to protect Brackenberry, and so they are distracted and disorganized. So these Midwestern small town policemen are probably going to begin to use bad judgment toward the activists, is my guess. So um, that is happening. Now I will go to Nadia as we quickly shift around our group, our locations, to see what Nadia is going to do. It is clear that you can see there's nothing terrible happening in this side of the building. People are probably even saying something's wrong at the security office or where's Deerfield? He's dead. We think he's dead. Something like that.
Does anyone look at me because
Nope.
they see my weapon?
Well, that's an interesting point. How do you want to handle this? Do you want to be a little bit stealthy about getting over there? Which simply
I,
means that you would, go around a corner and let people run past and then come back out and walk where you want to go.
yes.
Okay. So that is a very easy stealth roll, which I think is somewhere over. Um, That's confusing me slightly. Where would that? Oh, there it is, in agility.
Poor.
Well, in this case, it's passable because I gave you a column shift because of the generally confused situation that is not normal circumstances. So it's passable, which means that you are able, with a little bit of delay, you are able to get over to the other side of the complex. And it also means that if people think about it later, they will remember you. So you were not wonderfully stealthy, but you got kind of, it was passable. You got what you really wanted, but not the way you wanted it really. So, so you can work your way over to the other side of the building without too much trouble. Now, let's go with all of these things going on. It's going with a passable check. It's not going to be very fast. So I think they have time for one more round before Nadia arrives. And the yes, that's going to be kind of an interesting possibility. All right. Excuse me while I find all of the pieces of paper which have been running around trying to escape me, especially that one. Deerfield at this time does something that you may not have expected. He also perceives that the shooting these creatures with all of these people in the room is probably not a good idea. He is also thinking about the bigger picture, and what he will do is shout, everybody out of here. And he will, and he's thinking about the security people on the outside, that maybe organizing them is a better idea. So he is going to hit a button which is going to open up the window so that he can jump out. So he's going to hit that button, move to the window, and start yelling to everybody, get out, get out. And he's aiming. He's not getting out. He's aiming at the creature. He's going to try to hold it off with gunfire while the rest of you get out. That's what he's trying to do. So good of him in many ways. And he looks over toward Albert and he says, help me out here. Put this thing down while they escape. So that's his. You and Deerfield like to tell each other what to do. So, right. So let's see here. We now have Nyansu. Circumstances have changed slightly.
Ola, you're muted.
Yeah.
Suddenly realized that it would probably better to roll xenobiology in this case instead of using my blade. And I think blade goes with not agility but dexterity.
I think you're right.
Which
Yes.
next time makes it rappier. So I think jumping out of the window is my best option here.
Excellent. Okay.
That was one.
This will be a running roll.
Running roll, all right. That's good.
Either any of the above. Run for stamina, or acrobatics, or jump for agility. Whatever is better.
Yeah, running.
Okay.
And this is it's amazing.
Wow. Okay. Well, I was going to say with after an ineffective stabbing, you very, very competently avoid the attack, look at the open window, and you're gone. So that's
my
out you go.
Attitude.
I was going to say this. You were saying that. So that's what heroism is like. I don't really like it very much. Okay, so now we have the guard who, still confused and frightened, is going to take a shot at Nyan Su. Please roll your. It's a confusing situation. He just stuck his head in and is completely confused, fixated on the Chinese guy. Right, that's the enemy. Military training, fixated on him, and now he's running off, and it's all very confusing. So bloody knife, all sorts of things, right? So you have to make an agility check for Nyansu plus an extra die.
Plus an extra die. All right, that's good.
In fact, add another one for the run, one more for the run. So add one more die. Yeah,
I don't need to because
okay.
I've so there's a lot of twos here.
Oh, all
So-
right then. Okay. So yeah, you need to beat a good.
Like above incredible.
Oh, all right. Well, this is actually kind of impressive. If someone is shooting at Nansu, apparently he is effectively invulnerable. So, yes, in a rather remarkable display of scientific anti-weapon running, Nyansu completely gets out the window, and this bullet is fired after him. And so the next is, of course, the creature. And I think that means that Margaret is in its only target at this time. So you're going to have to make your agility check again with an extra die.
It was inferior.
Okay, well, you get your award for honesty. So
it was like everything was 4 except one that was a 3, and I was like,
okay, so your situation is like this.
Bye, guys.
Okay. You have been seized and bitten badly on the leg. This is a heavy wound to your leg, so you will mark an H on your chart. If you look at your wound track, there is a bunch of little L, L, M, and H things. How many H's do you have? Is that the highest thing?
Right now I have nothing on my wound track. I don't know if.
Oh, I see. What I'm asking you to do is read your wound track to me.
There's you mean body armor, helmet, gloves, and boots?
No, what I mean is the little line of letters.
Okay.
Right.
Light, medium, heavy, so on.
Right, but I want to know how many heavies do you oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. So in that case,
I have to...
no, that's okay. It should say under wounds track where it says body, you should actually have a bunch of letters there.
Yeah.
What do you have as stamina? The bigger number.
My stamina is 4.
That's too light and too medium.
I see. Okay. So what's happened is that you have been very badly hurt. You are collapsed and unable to move. You will you will permanently lose if you live. So you are permanently going to lose 1 agility because your leg is so badly hurt.
Okay.
And
Do
you have
I change any of these LLM?
at the moment no, because you took a heavy wound, which is over. You don't even have a heavy wound, so you took more damage than your body can stand.